Try to give me a topic to give a story on. So far, I said my evilest prank and my first trip. I guess one I could say. Well, prank must have been horrible. I mean, um, it wasn't that bad. Like it wasn't like the whole school found out and this and that. And the school he went to like was small as fuck. And like I don't know, it wasn't that bad. But that's funny as fuck. But yeah, the two stories I said so far are the prank and my first trip. And then I was thinking to maybe do my first experience with two girls, but I don't know if that's video worthy. I guess one I could say is damn, I have a crazy story of dating this porn star that used to fuck with xxxtentacion. That shit is a crazy experience, but I don't know if I want to tell that story. It's pretty long. Do I have time? It's long and uh like certain stories during the time of life with a certain significant other, which is also tied into that. It's like I try to stray away from that. But I could briefly tell this a little bit. So I'll talk about the porn star I dated that also went out with XXX Tentacion and Rob Banks. So how this story begins is when I was 18, around there actually. I used to like see this girl and be like, damn, like she's fine as fuck. That's my ideal girl. Like, damn, I wish I could smash that. And so then fast forward to getting into the left hand path and reading 48 Laws of Power. Uh I built up some power, some money, and and a rap group. And I ended up helping my boy Trap G. Shout out to Trap G. He's one person that's right hand path that he's real, he's cool. Like like I like when people are right hand path but they still accept the darkness, have a little bit of darkness in them, and they don't see everything as, oh, I'm scared, like I'm gonna go to hell, this and that. Like you can be Christian, but don't be pussy type shit. But anyways, I helped him throw a show, and then that girl slid through. And at the time I was in a relationship, and but the person I was in the relationship with and the that girl both ended up in my rap group along with other people. And fucking and then like the porn star ended up flirting with me, and I ended up like cheating and shit. Um and then fast forward. Oh wait. Well, nah, I won't get into how I stopped being cool with her. But oh, at least at that moment. But then fast forward years later that I stopped being in my relationship, then I ended up getting with the porn star girl. And it was actually in the middle of another relationship that I actually liked, but the girl was like ghosting me and shit, this goth girl, and thinking it's all good. So then when I got with the porn star girl, she started trying to hit me up, and I was like, "Oh, I'm already with somebody else," and she was like freaking out and shit. But I don't know, whatever. Girls be all over the place sometimes. I be all over the place sometimes. Everybody, whatever. But so fast forward years later, I get with the girl, and and it starts off good. Of course, the smashing is immaculate and all that. And but like I had just come from being polyamorous and being single and like just running through the city pretty much. And and obviously her being a porn star, she was very ran through herself. But the reason why our relationship ended was because, oh, this also leads into a good story actually. But pretty much she just kept being jealous and insecure and like over me having female friends, would always like tweak and be like, "Oh, like I hate her, this and that," like, and always hate on them and shit like that. And this goes to back to insecurity and hating. One thing I've noticed, people that are like obsessed with hating, like, oh, I don't like Kanye, this and that. Oh, I don't like Playboy Cardi because of this and that. Oh, I don't like Chief Keef. Oh, I don't like Lil Uzi. All those artists, I like all of them. I like so many artists, like people that have a skill and are passionate about it and make it to a big level. I'm not a hater of them. But I've noticed that people who are, or even like local people, like local artists, just that they don't even know type shit and they want to hate on them. uh I've noticed that people that are addicted to that, they have insecurity problems. That's where it stems from. People who are maybe not into psychology might not really grasp that or notice it, but or some people that are not into psychology even know that it's kind of like a basic thing, but many people might not be aware. But she would always complain about girls like that were just my friends, or pretty much like girls I never hooked up with. Or sometimes I would try to like maybe be friends with an ex or something, and then she'll hate on them. But even girls that I like was purely artistic bond or just friends, whatever, she would always hate. And so I'll share with y'all the final turning point that finally broke things off for good. So we had got into another one of our arguments, and I noticed, as I said, she also used to fuck with Rob Banks, and I noticed Rob Banks was having a show coming up. So right the day before the Rob Banks show, we were good, but I noticed she started a random argument for no reason and blocked me. And usually I would block her for fucking spazzing on me while I was at work and like starting a tantrum while I was at work, whatever. And she was older than me, by the way. I was like 24 or something, and she was like 27, 28. But she started a random argument. I peeped, there was a Rob Banks show the next day, and I was like, you know what? Fine, I'm gonna let shit be how it is, and I'm gonna go to the Rob Banks show. And then she would always talk about, oh, like Rob Banks loves me, he makes songs about me, this and that. And fucking uh so I went to the show and seeing if her theory was correct. And it was a small show, like small venue. Like they for sure saw each other, but he didn't even pay her any mind, which that was fucking hilarious. And then she tried to come up to me, and then I was like, "Oh, nah, you came for Rob Banks. Like, why don't you talk to him?" And then she was like, "No, I want to talk to you." And then I was like, "Nah, talk to him. Like, if you want, I'll even go up to him with you and see what's up." And then and she was like, "No," but I was like still rejecting and shit. So then she ended up like being friendly and holding hands with a random guy there in front of me. But fucking like that moment of fucking that, if you knew like the more of the lore behind the shit, like that show was one of the funniest moments of my life. Cause while we were in the rap group for years, she would always talk about Rob Banks, like, "Oh, me and him are long lost loves and this and that." And then the fact that I saw that it wasn't like that, and then she was trying to come up to me, and then I was like, "Oh, nah, like let's go up to Rob Banks." So that shows the one of the funniest moments of my life. Like fucking, that's part of the reason why I've realized I really like the left hand path, because like sometimes your life might get crazy, but some of the moments are just so funny that it's like so worth it type shit.